kültür sanat dünyamızın değerli temsilcileri, kıymetli misafirler, hanımefendiler, beyefendiler, sizlere en kalbi duygularımla, muhabbetle selamlıyorum.
Distinguished guests, I would like to greet you all with respect. Welcome to the presidential complex, this veteran venue, the home of our nation. The presidential awards for 2021 for culture and arts will hopefully be auspicious for the recipients. The artists and members of our culture world who will be receiving awards deserve the most special thanks, and I would like to congratulate them wholeheartedly. As you know, Teoman Trolle, Professor Trolle, was going to receive an award today, but unfortunately, 2 weeks ago, he passed away. In our culture, the death of a scholar is like the death of realms. With his domestic and national stance, our professor had a style that he indeed mixed with science, knowledge, and insight and foresight, from political thought to philosophy, from genetics to biology. The late Professor Teoman had a lot of works in which he interpreted our age. He spent his life about our beliefs, language, values, and religion, and he conducted many studies in all these fields, and we remember him with gratitude. And once again, in Zonguldak, Filios region, we have, as you know, a great project of crossroads and tunnel projects, and for his name we will be building structures after his name so that his name lives on for generations. Idilbret, awarded in music, is an artist who showed her talent even at the age of 2. In her musical career, she delivered and crowned with many concerts within and outside the country. From her education to all stages of her musical life and career, we see unprecedented examples of success. Idilbret, recognized as the best pianists of the world, has shown once again that she deserves all the awards she has received so far. And Alev Ebuzia, who will be awarded in fine arts, is indeed one of the most important representatives of the arts of ceramics. Having spent half of her life for ceramics, all the works of art that our artist has created has become the rarest pieces across the world, with all the exhibitions within and outside the country, and with many awards. Ms. Alev indeed deserves a very special thanks and congratulations. I don't know if there is even a need to talk about Cüneyt Arkın. He is a hero of many of us from our childhood years to our adult years. Cüneyt Arkın has contributed much to the cinema and the TV show industry of our country throughout history, and his success is to recognize dearly. And we also congratulate Cüneyt Arkın, whose success in particular in historical films will never be forgotten. Calligraphy is an art that is expressed through ink and pens, and it has a special place in our culture and religion. Quran indeed was also a manifestation of that, and it is an expression, calligraphy is an expression of our civilization, adorned with the beauties of Quran. And our calligraphers showed all their skills through the beauty of Quran as well, and in all spheres of life as well. We indeed see many works of arts in calligraphy. And one of the masters of calligraphy, Edim Aslan, is indeed recognized. In our culture, Ethem Çalışkan, who has been practicing calligraphy for many years, also deserves special thanks, and I would like to congratulate him for his great success. Gürbüz Kazak indeed is a figure, is a journalist whom I know for long years, is an illustrationist as well. Having started his studies and work in Denizli, he indeed has been a very crucial journalist who continued with his career in Istanbul. He is a master in his usage of Turkish language, and he always said, they taught us what 2 + 2 makes, but no one taught us how to love flowers. Nobody taught us how to love the green and the parks. So this was what he uttered, and this is one of the most notable criticism he shared with us. He said, we have come all the way with the never-ending and undepleasable longing I have inside me, he said, and we also congratulate him very much. Yes, indeed, about the books and all printed bibliopolism, we know that we spend a lot of time at the second-hand book stores, and we have even a big market of bibliopolism in Istanbul, and we used to go to the market of the second-hand books and find very rare ones in those markets, and also the bibliopolists know the true value of books, just like the merchants would know the value of gold. And this way, bibliopolism has been a secure, safe port through which unknown or forgotten pieces of work has been brought back to life. And Istanbul market for second-hand books indeed is a very recognized and infamous one. And Ibrahim Manav is one of the figures who spent more than 60 years for bibliopolism. And we watched him on the video, and when we talk about the second-hand book stores, I also would like to mention the name of Ismail, our brother Ismail. And we indeed used to find all the books we were looking for, very rare books in our brother Ibrahim's store. And may he, I would like to use this opportunity and say, may he rest in peace. And one of the figures who has influenced the intellectual world was Kemal Tahir. He was always curious to chase after truth, and he has steadfastness, perseverance, and with these all he stood as a source of inspiration for many intellectuals in the era he lived. He indeed had many approaches that broke rules, and he presented all those thoughts by even paying hefty prices. The men who sought after the spirit of Turkey. Indeed, Kemal Tahir undertook many great projects and succeeded significantly, and we commemorate him also dearly. While we indeed send greetings to all our artists throughout our history to our day, we indeed have also hopes in our words that we will hopefully see brighter futures. In dictionaries, arts is described as the totality of tools that make the societies manifest themselves. And the stronger you are in culture and arts, the more influential you will be in your surroundings, and the more able you will be to manage your setting. And once you take a look at the rise and also the collapse of civilizations throughout history, you will see culture itself has been the main denominator. And in our day, those who manage the global system use music, cinema, literature, fashion, and many other cultural apparatus. And these tools that are also expressed to be soft power sometimes become even more effective in terms of financial power or military power. And in our day now we have the technology supported internet-based instruments. And so much so that we know who do produce the content of internet, and it is indeed has become more important than atom bombs even. But no matter how much content someone produces, these instruments, these tools indeed do not leave the effect that the traditional values and culture leaves on the souls of people. The opportunities that are almost unlimited indeed are not to replace the works of art that come through and within the hearts of people and spirits of people. If you upload the necessary software to your computer, you might make it write pieces or compose music or draw paintings. However, it will never be the works of art or culture that a human being produces. Computers indeed might function with the technicalities that a human being can never have. However, the product is an end product and is as much as the horizon of the person who designs and codes that software. However, there is no limit to the spirit and hearts of human beings, and are so deep and large, not to be expressed by words, simple words, because our Creator has rendered all human beings superior than all living beings, and there is no other being that can be compared to in terms of wisdom, reason, and mind. No matter how, that's why no matter how technology advances, how much it advances, the kindness, the foresight, insight, elegance, and attention or due diligence that the human beings can show never can be overperformed by computers or whatsoever. With the movements we will have in arts and culture, we will liberate our spirits so that our bodies are liberated too. And that's why if we want to bring our civilization to higher grounds, we need to look into the field of arts and culture, in which we will be re-establishing and re-achieving over the past 19 years, the great success we have had in democracy indeed is a historic expression to go down in history. And now culture and arts and education, which is the transporter of the fields of arts and culture, are some spheres we need to concentrate on, and we have been concentrating on those. The physical environment settings for such fields indeed are rehabilitated, but on the other hand, we need to fill those spheres, those venues with true works of art and also the spirit necessary. The 2023 goals, we indeed refer to the centenary of our Republic's foundation, indeed are manifestations of that. And the main bearers of our 2023 vision will be education and culture in this regard. And it will also help shape our 2053 vision, and we expect concrete proposals, projects, and works in this regard from all, because this is a common cause for the next generations who will come after us. Distinguished guests, of course, there is also a financial infrastructure for culture and such material works also have a lot of great value for our culture. While we adorn our cities with peculiar artistic works, architectural projects, and many monuments, we had the same approach. The new Atatürk Cultural Center and also the new Symphonic Orchestra building were some of the works we indeed adorned our cities with. From this perspective, the culture and congress centers, exhibition centers, and many other similar structures and buildings are indeed the most valuable treasures we leave to the next generations. The culture centers, libraries, museums, and many other works indeed will be the columns on which our civilization will rise higher and higher. And very soon the historical Rami military barracks will be completed in its construction, hopefully. Just like the Millet Library, the nation's library, this project is also under construction, and it will be completed, and we will be delivering all the services to the youth of the city as well. And we do those despite all the obstacles put in front of us and many smearing campaigns run against us. And we have materialized all these, and we will continue to do so. And we remember how the process of the construction, the renovation of Atatürk Culture Center was. And remember what kind of banners they hang on the facades of that building. They hang down the banners of terrorists on the facades of the building, and we brought them down. Our law enforcement officers brought such banners down and sent them down to where they deserved. And now we know with these great works and see them more clearly what sorts of lies and slanders we had to struggle with. But we continued on our path resolutely and made sure Istanbul has now an internationally recognized culture center. One of the most important activities of culture that goes all the way to people's home, as you know, are the TV shows and series. And with a culture, our cultural world was under the occupation of foreign TV shows or some series that expressed the cultural values and ideologies of some external parties. However, we have become the country that exports TV shows to the world the most after the US. We have many TV shows watched across the world, and our artists do represent us all around the world, and we will further strengthen this climate, and we will have more of them come. With these thoughts in mind, I would like to say that we really congratulate wholeheartedly all the recipients of the awards of culture and arts. I would like to greet you all wholeheartedly one more time. Thank you very much. Stay in health.
Teşekkür ediyoruz. Zat-ı devletlerini ödül törenimiz için bir süre daha sahnede şimdi misafir edeceğiz. Evet, az önce de belirtmiştik hemen programımızın başında. Cumhurbaşkanlığı Kültür ve Sanat Büyük Ödülleri ilk kez 1995 yılında verilmeye başlandı demiştik ve bu yılın ödül sahipleri de 8 Kasım'da kamuoyuna duyurulmuştu. Cumhurbaşkanlığı Kültür ve Sanat Büyük Ödülleri yönetmeliğinde ifade edildiği gibi bu prestijli ödüllerle hizmet ve eserleriyle Türk kültür ve sanat hayatına önemli katkılarda bulunan, ülkemizin kültür ve sanatının yücelmesi için çalışan, özgün eserleri veya hizmetleriyle üstün kabiliyet gösteren Türk vatandaşı ve yabancı uyruklu kişi veya kurumları devlet adına onurlandırmak ve özendirmek amaçlanıyor. Ve bu vesileyle de birazdan Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımız ödüllerini takdim edecekler efendim.